Hey guys, this is a vlog for Shannon's Vanity, and I started the lemonade cleanse for the second time today. Seeing how I'm a teenager, I didn't think, okay, this is scary. This is the scariest sounding thing in the world. You're supposed to not eat and drink this stuff for 10 to 40 days. 10 days sounds scary enough. Think about not eating for a month and 10 days. Doesn't that just like ring a bell like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do that? So I decided to try it, and I was gonna do it for 3 days. Like, I saw a lady that was like, I started for 3 days, I might increase it to 5, and then maybe if that works, 7 or 10. That sounds fine as long as you're increasing as you go and don't have a set plan and you're not setting it to lose weight. Like me, this is the reason why this is my second time. The first time I did this, I lost 7 pounds in 3 days. That was really scary for me, so I stopped. And so this is like a retrial thing, like I don't know how it's gonna all work, but the lemonade stuff is like so good. It's like the syrup gives it like an extra little touch rather than just pouring sugar in it, and obviously it's healthier. And instead of using maple syrup, I just used some sugar-free stuff. I don't know what it was, but it was good. And it's like it's basically like maple syrup, but sugar-free and cheaper. And I'm not gonna pay, I saw this was like $7 for 1 cup, like 1 cup, like a measuring cup, like 1 cup of maple syrup. $7. I'm not paying for that for every time I make this lemonade stuff. So, excuse me. Basically, you pour the same amount of syrup as you do lemon juice, and then you put a touch of cayenne pepper in it, and then a lot of water. Well, not a lot, but like, I don't remember how much I don't remember the measurements right off the top of my head. I heard everybody griping about the saltwater cleanse. Well, when I was little, I know I'm probably going to get serious criticism or big LOLs for this. I used to like put the bath salts in my mouth. Weird. I don't know if I'm the only one that did that or if this is just like a universal thing. So salt really was never that bad for me. And I never ate straight salt though. That'd be just nasty. But for some reason I always had bath salt in my mouth. And so I did the lemonade cleanse. Well, or the saltwater flush. During the lemonade cleanse, you know. While I checked out another YouTube video about it this morning, and some guy said, make sure you use teaspoons, not tablespoons, or it'll make your throat burn. Just that, like 10 minutes before, I was thinking, wow, my throat burns. And he said your throat's gonna burn if that happens. So I realized I used too much salt. Well, before I watched the video, I already diluted mine. Like, I made mine 2 days ahead of time and put it in the fridge so that everything would be all, yeah, and ready to go. Also, I didn't buy the water. I boiled it and pre-had it, and I have it in little containers in the fridge so I don't have to redo it, all this. This is definitely not for everybody. I saw a lady that got hives for this, from this, because she was allergic to something, and it was horrible. But anyways, the saltwater flush was really not that bad whenever I did it the first time and got the teaspoons and the tablespoons mixed up. Yes, it was bad, but I just drank. I wasn't paying attention, and I drank more than I was supposed to. Not by much, like this much out of a bottle. I put it in a Powerade bottle. But I drank a little bit more than I was supposed to, which is fine as long as I don't overdo it, because then watch the videos and you'll find out from scary stories. And yeah, I do not want that to happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna drink the laxative tea, because my mom said, well, when she found out about this, she's like, Shannon, I'm not liking this the more you tell me about it, and I really don't want you doing this. But fine, if you want to, I'll let you give it a try. So that's what my mom said. But she also said that she's seen models on TV end up in the hospital because they I don't know what the word is, but they like ate laxative bars and drank laxative teas and took laxatives, you know, and just over laxated themselves. Laxated. and ended up in the hospital. So if you're doing this and you're on the laxative and you start getting abdominal cramps really bad, like not even if they're just kind of little and they're not PMS, especially if you're a male, you should stop doing what you're doing immediately. And if you're still getting the cramps, you need to go see a doctor, because that can cause serious problems and you might need surgery. And I don't know what it is, but it's bad. And so I'm a little bit concerned about that, so I'm not going to do the laxative teas in the evening. But I did decide to take, it's all the same stuff except for without the laxatives, and since I thought you're allowed to drink that tea, why wouldn't you be allowed to drink the I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty much the same thing, but without the laxative. It's all the same ingredients. And so I thought maybe if I just did one of those a day, since you're only drinking one laxative, then that'll help. But basically what the saltwater flushes in the morning is the laxative too. It really, really helps though. So if you're going to be going somewhere and you don't know when you're going to be back, you may not want to do this, because, like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, if you're going to be at work or school or whatever, I don't think you want to have a diarrhea anywhere, and this could cause that. I haven't experienced it yet, because the first time I did this, I didn't do the saltwater flushes because I was scared, because everyone did all kinds of criticism. But I don't know what happens, so you might want to watch out for this. Also, I'll be happy to answer any questions, give this recipe out. I really think you should be at least 16. I mean, I'm 14 and kind of pushing it doing this, but really it don't matter how old you are. I mean, teens really shouldn't even be doing this. But anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. Thanks. Also, guys, I didn't mean to leave this out, but during this diet, if you start to get hungry, the guy says to picture a big green leafy salad, which if you think you're hungry, picture this salad, and if you're still hungry, you really are hungry. If you would rather have like a cheeseburger or something, then you're just having a craving. And he says what you're detoxing is usually what you're craving. So keep that in mind. Also, just my advice personally, since I've done this before, I know, the lemonade, this is a really uncomfortable feeling, just the lemonade itself, seeing how you're not having any food there to, the word I was looking for was dilute, but that's not the word. But what I mean is like weaken the feeling. You got lemon acid, the acid of lemon, you got citric acid here, and you got cayenne pepper going into your stomach and clashing, which is also weird because you got sweet, sour, hot going on in the same ingredients. But you got the citric acid and you got the pepper clashing. Alright, those are both natural, like, metabolism thingies, so you got all this going on in your stomach. That is a weird feeling. It's a little bit hot, not really, it's warm, but it's acidy. That's the main thing, it's acidy. I happen to not like that feeling. It's very uncomfortable and I don't want it. So, if you start getting this feeling, or if you start thinking you're hungry, but really you're just having these little cravings, or if you are hungry, try drinking a lot of water and see if you're still hungry, because that could keep you filled up. Same thing though for the acidy feeling. Drink a lot of water throughout the day. You should be drinking at least 8 cups of the lemonade. You can drink more or less. You should be drinking, preferably on my own, half as much water, at least half as much water as you are drinking lemonade. So if you drink 8 glasses of lemonade, you should be drinking 4 glasses of water, which in the end, this isn't that much throughout the day. So anyway, I'm about to go over on my time because it's 7 minutes the first time. So I'm going to go before we go over.